Good morning. This is Cecil and Blues. Thank you for joining me today as we come back to my journey through the radiant difficulty of Darkest Dungeon. I have reached kind of the end game portion of Darkest Dungeon for the first time ever. I had never progressed to the Darkest Dungeon, never pushed champions up to max level before, because I just sat on it. So, what have we learned? We've learned that I am not at all prepared for the challenges of the Darkest Dungeon, but I think if we go in there again in the future, we'll be a little bit more well prepared. I understand a little bit more about what you need to outfit for, bring more curative supplies with, and just be more prepared in general. I don't think my team was the wrong team. Maybe a Hellion instead of the champion. But yeah, we lost some good characters there. We lost a powerful Houndmaster, and Houndmasters are pretty buff. So we're gonna want to restore that at some point. What do we got in the stagecoach for our liking here? Well, we don't actually have. Well, we have a Hellion. We have one already here. But this one's a little bit more advanced, so maybe we pick up this Hellion. Maybe we actually toss this one. So we don't need that one if we have a 1 rated. The rest of these are not so great. We can jump in and maybe start doing some leveling. Of mistakes I made, definitely, not finishing that combat was a huge error on my part for 2 reasons, and then it followed up with an additional stupid mistake. So first, I shouldn't have exited that combat. I think we could have survived that combat if we would have fought it through, and if we could have survived that combat, we'd have gotten the trinkets back from our Crusader who died. Then, I should have unequipped everyone's trinkets to put them in our inventory, so that when we left, we would not have lost our Houndmaster trinkets either. So, we've lost trinkets, and it is sad. Let's sort by class. So, what do we want to do? Do we want... Because we do need to rebuild our coffers. We're at 33, 719. What are our options here? What we're probably going to want to do is dive into a medium or a novice mission, get something, started. Our top tier teams are maybe we can build a top team here. Let's oh, he won't go on a novice. Let's click that just so we can decide what's what. Fried Spam, Rishu, and then what? Aki? Well, then all we got is Jericho. That's not a great option, honestly, so... Yeah, we're gonna have to do some team rebuilding, definitely. We may still be able to pull off some stuff at the top level after our stress and so forth gets taken care of on our other characters here. But we've got 2 jesters. So one of the other things that happened recently is do we send Percy out? Or do we maybe send our occultist out? Can we send both? I mean, that seems unnecessary, but okay, let's take a Hellion. Fitzroy seems like a better choice here. And then the jester. He doesn't want to go on that, so we can switch them out here. Let's take a look at what their loadout is in the blacksmith to make sure they're all appropriately equipped. Better to invest a little bit in them if it means they won't get killed. Okay, so we can't upgrade his abilities. And then our Hellion is already upgraded. What about their skill sets? Hellion. Alright, she just has everything unlocked. That's surprising, but okay. That must be one of the advantages of pulling a level 1 character off the barge. So we can harvest and finale. I think we want to get Dirk Stab. And what would you say is a good extra ability for the Jester? Probably the stress reduction or the buff, do we think? Battle Ballad. It'd be nice if these hit everyone. Buff target, yeah. And the debuffing hits everyone, which is good. Moves him forward 3. Alright, well maybe we'll do that. Okay, then... He can't learn anything else right now, at least can't upgrade any of it. And then our Jester... Wait, did I just upgrade the wrong Jester? I upgraded the wrong Jester. These things happen. What has he got? He has the Battle Ballad. Alright. We'll be fine with that. So... right, I got distracted there. One of the things that happened recently is the dev team published a survey to kind of look at what people's opinions... Oh no, we gotta... I mean, at least we'll be getting rid of these. Let's take 3 shovels. Some food. I will get back to the thought on my mind here. Let's take some torches, but we may be operating in low light. A couple of skeleton keys. I think that's good. Did I forget to upgrade her stuff? Because she's a 2. I don't remember upgrading her stuff. So great, now I gotta back out of this. Oh, what a waste of time. I'm just wasting time, that's what I'm doing. Where is she? Fitzroy. Yeah, see? My key ally would have been a weakness there because I didn't upgrade her skills. Hey, let's go into the ruins instead here. Warrens are something I need to push forward here so that we can unlock the remaining bosses. Perhaps that's where we should go. Even though it's a short mission, we'll be a little bit better off for it. Maybe we can struggle with some low light, try and get some extra gold out of it. We'll take the... that's probably more than enough food. Do we want to take any restoratives with us to deal with maybe some extra damage? We'll take some bandages with, since we're dealing with an occultist healing. Alright, that's what we're gonna go with. I like it. Let's go. So, as I was saying, the dev team published a study on what people's perspective of the value of different party members was. And they had done this back about a year ago, and now they've done it again, post-Radiant update. Kind of see what the community's feelings are on the classes and what strengths and weaknesses they have, what zones different characters play well in. The only problem that I had with it, 100% of room battles, so we definitely have to go to the right. The only problem I had with it is it's not really based on experience, it's just based on filling. So, you know, like me, I've only played a little bit in the end game of Darkest Dungeon, and so my interpretations of the values of these characters, it might be different. Probably should have snuffed out that torch before we opened that backpack. Alright. So what do we do here? Flashing daggers?
Back to the pit.
Obviously that was the right call. But what I did like about it is it's a neat little heat map that shows what players find valuable about different characters and where they like to play them, and who they prefer to bring for bosses or different maps. And it's an interesting. It was an interesting report. I'll put a link to it down in the item description. in the video description. Get that.
Abomination cleansed from our lands.
All right. Yeah, so that works out pretty good. This group is not a bad group. I think we'll do fine. This is a pretty short map, so we shouldn't struggle with it. But yeah, I'll put a link to their report down in the video description. And if you're interested in kind of see the details, I'd also shared it on my Twitter. You can also follow the Darkest Dungeon Twitter account. That's where you find stuff like that. I am going to eat the food here a little bit. Our occultist is pretty weak. I have concerns for his survival. We'll be in a fight right away. Flashing dagger seems like the right call again. Alright, I was hoping that'd get a kill. It did not, which makes me sad. I also don't have the right skills, I don't think, on this barbarian. So we'll do barbaric yop. And I was hoping we'd be able to move with our jester before that did. So we will go for the wicked slice. But that was frustrating. Alright, someone should get to act. Yeah, okay. Dirk stab on the back row. And then I guess we go for the wicked hack. Even though her damage has been nerfed by using her ability, we can also pick to the face. And then I guess we'll do some healing on our occultist. So far our rewards have been pretty light, but we are just minimally into this. Toxin trickery, this is a buff, a self buff. It's one of the things I like about plague doctors. They have that utility to keep other members of their party cleansed from bleeds and blight. Very strong. Alright, so torch. We're not going to need that. We'll just let it go away. What do we got in the pack? The map. So we'll get some scouting, some free scouting. Quite a bit of scouting, actually. There we go. Don't quite get to see what's up in the room, but we do know what's coming for us in the next hallway. We will have combat in the next room. Nothing to prepare for. We don't. This isn't a camping map. It's not big enough. We do have a trap partway in here. Pile of bones. I forget if there's anything tricky with this. Ah. Resisted the disease at least. And here's our trap. 70%, 80%, 140%. Alright, let's take care of that then. She had a little bit of stress to get rid of, so it might as well. Another torch, which is unfortunate because if we're going to get curios, I would like to get something that generates some revenue for our crew here. Alright, well we got a dinner table. I think we can throw some herbs on that and make it good. Don't think we'll get a kill with that, but we should be able to set up our jester. Alright, 2 damage. Alright, those guys are dead. Don't think we can take out that. No. So do we go for the yop? I think we go for the yop. Stun him, make him not a problem. We'll deal with the back row here in a second. I don't actually... Well, I think our grave robber can reach the back row. So let's use the thrown dagger to kill the back row. And then we can wicked hack.
A singular strike.
Pretty strong hit, actually. I was expecting to need another round to finish this off. We actually need, because our occultist can't hit the front row. Give him a bleed. It's gonna do more damage. Oh, big hit. What an unfortunate thing. Alright, well. Now there is a whole bunch of
These
loot.
nightmarish creatures can
Let's
be
bandage.
felled. They can be beaten.
So this is a makeshift dining table. We can put these medicinal herbs on it. Get a whole bunch of food. I mean, we got other stuff too. But we can use this food since we have so much extra of it to heal. Alright, we got a trap and and a hunger check. That'll be a little bit more healing. Since we have plenty of food, I'm not concerned. Another bone pile. Still two more hallways. No, only one more hallway that we don't know what's in it. We're gonna find out if we can use a shovel on this. It doesn't feel like we would be able to. Alright, we cannot use a shovel on that. I don't know what else you would use. But there was nothing of value in it. I feel like there must be something you can click on there to gain a benefit. I just don't know what it would be. We'll have a treasure chest in here that we'll be able to open with our key, but we'll have to fight for it. A full group. Our barbarian goes first. So what do? You try and drop this swine slasher? He's got strong protect. Alright, well, that's a shame. Then I think we go flashing daggers with a follow-up of Wicked Slice or Harvest. Okay, looks like our graveyard robber is going to be taking the brunt of this fight. Now the downside of getting that crit means we can't do the additional damage that we wanted to do with Abyssal Artillery, which is really what I wanted to do. But we can now Flashing Daggers those two and get the double kill. So, all in all, it was not bad. Can we cleanse? We can't get rid of that bleed. We can do so. How much more she got? 2 rounds? 4 rounds. So that's 8 damage that we're healing with that bleed. I consider that to be an effective choice. We can yop. And then we can go for the heal, and we got a 0 heal with a bleed. Oh, those level 1 occultists. So we'll start beating on this guy. I think this is a heal. Oh, it does also cleanse her bleed. I forgot about that. We'll try to heal her again. That's better. Jester takes a little bit in the face, but gets the kill. So we'll put these guys back in order. Picked up some scouting, which I didn't expect. And this was also a weak treasure chest. What's that about that? Okay, I thought you could disarm the trap by putting blight on it. Alright, well, just a little bit of loot there. What do we got in the box? We did get some loot. Good, yeah.
Waiting to be spent.
Alright, these guys got surprised. I notice our cultist is not in a good mood. But I think we'll make it through as long as he doesn't get targeted.
Another one.
Double kill right at the beginning is fantastic. Unfortunately, our occultist can't do any any damage from that back row position on a front row enemy. We did not get a kill. Leaves him open to do a little bit of a munch. Did not do anything dangerous to us, so it's not bad. I think our grave robber is really our strongest unit in this party at the moment.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So we could dig through here for loot. I say we go for it. If I had any herbs, I could also do that. Darn. So no, nothing negative there. We can also, again, use up our excess food here to top off our team for any remaining combats we might have. We have 2 more rooms to explore. One of them definitely has combat, And it's not this one because I knew that from the map. So we have one more hallway. Again, we could cleanse this. Which I think if you cleanse the liquor barrel, you guarantee yourself a buff. Alright. No, I did that to myself. 2 damage for 3 rounds. So that's 6 rounds. I would have liked that hunger check to come after we took the damage. Yeah. Oh, there was a trap.
Mechanical hazards.
That we can fix.
By evil intent.
And she still has 1 more round of this. Let's give her a little bit of food. And our last combat, another full party thing. They surprised us. It's not a terrible position for surprise. We can still reach, I think, with all of our important abilities, with maybe the exception of our Jester. Now, we're hoping our occultist doesn't get hit here, because his... maybe, I think we can guarantee... Oh, this is not quite a guaranteed kill, but it's going to be close.
Decimated.
They did get the kill, so we're good. Ah! Oh, good dodge. Alright. This will be a guaranteed kill if it hits. And that just leaves our back row. So we'll do a thrown dagger, pick up the kill. Our occultist doesn't have his resolve tested.
As victories mount.
We have nothing additional to explore on this dungeon. I don't think, unless we get an exploration here that it reveals a secret door. Nope. So that wraps up
Should have never happened.
this mission.
You are doing just work, ending them.
Let's go back to town and see if maybe, just maybe, there's another a team we can get our hands on. Just a couple of new traits that we can throw. Maybe we can throw together another team and do another short mission in the darkness. Valiant Spirit. Plus 15% virtue chance on our next quest. Well, I mean that's a high one, but let's throw our cultists in to the transept. And no one else really? Okay. What do we have here? Here we can get a new Houndmaster. Would have been nice if he was level 1, but tells me that we should start maybe considering pumping in experienced recruits.
And bloodshed.
We can also increase our hero barracks, which is probably not a bad idea, as we start to build a strong force to deal with the problems we've created for ourselves. So, let's look here. Do we have another simple mission to go on? There is another short mission in the Cove. I mean, I suppose. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Who is worth sending on this? Well, we need to send Percy because we need a healer. Well, we could swap out our Jesters? Do we need more than one Jester in our roster? That's a good question. We could also get in this this Houndmaster to start working on his progress. Yeah, because we want to get another Houndmaster. They're very strong. So let's make sure he has useful abilities. He does have Lick Wounds, which is a self-heal. Target Whistle is not bad. Guard Dog can come in handy, but we're not going to use that right now. We actually might use Cry Havoc. Alright, let's embark on another mission. We can knock this out real quick. We'll go to the Cove. A short mission. This is a skirmish. Complete 100% of room battles. We'll get some money. Hopefully it will yield us a little bit more progress than our last run did, which gave us... we're still sitting at 33,000. But on the other hand, we did spend gold upgrading people. Did anyone level up? And let's see if we can improve anyone as we dive in here. Looks like no. Definitely not him. He's new. All right, so nothing fancy. Let's go ahead and embark on this mission. We're gonna do it as quickly as we can. No torches. We do, because we're going to the cove, want to take extra shovels. We'll take a little bit of extra food as well, so that we can heal up as necessary. Maybe a couple of bandages? Keys, obviously. Do we want any blight? Yeah, we'll take a couple of that. And hopefully we'll acquire loot at a speed that matches our expenditure of resources, so we don't just throw away these curative items we're bringing with. And we will load into the cove. I will continue to try and talk so that the sound of the garage door opening below me does not make it into the recording, or if it does, you just don't notice it's happening. So let's see if we can... Oh, we gotta put out the torch. And we will... the way that this dungeon is shaped, we're kind of gonna have to go in a circle, aren't we? Well, let's head north first, as we know there is a thing there. And what's this? Oh, right, this is our virtue chance. So if we do get stressed out here, we have a higher chance to, you know, have good things happen. And that's going to be important for our Hellion, who is a little bit stressed out. Alright, a little bit of gold gets us moving. This will be a combat right off the bat, which is awesome. It's a full thing, so I think we'll start using our dog treats right away. Flashing daggers weaken things a little bit. Ooh, shocker. I'm glad it hit her, because if someone's going to get stunned, I'm glad it's the same person twice. But that's a pretty hefty debuff. I also didn't fix our Hellion's build up here. I should have made sure that she had Hound's Rush. Do we want a Hound's Rush? Kill that. I think actually we want a Hound's Harry, because it should get 2 kills. We have no reason to heal. See a stun, right? Or we could stun the Guardian to prevent it from doing anything bad. This gave us a little bit more light, which I can't. Oh, there we go. I can put it out.
Haunting the hearts of men.
Alright, who do we... Still not in range of that. We could, if it bleeds back there. Would have been nice if it was bleeding. That's another Houndmaster. You know what? Actually, we're gonna Hound's Harry again, because it'll get a kill and should put a bleed here. It did not put a bleed on the Guardian. We're not really gonna be able to stun him again. No, maybe, well, maybe we can. I doubt it. He's not gonna... I'm pretty sure he's gonna resist that. We got the stun.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
Alright, so we can... I mean, we could hack this guy, because if it bleeds isn't gonna do us any good. And pick to the face.
Formation is broken. Maintain
A ton of loot, including a journal page. And we got some more scouting, so we have a chance to maybe see what we're up against. Alright, that's some valuable intel. Let's head east. We get a pack. Inside the pack is some loot.
Only treasure could staunch the
I like loot.
otherworldly corruption.
We can open this. I think if you use a shovel. Yeah. So I was thinking it could have possibly been the bandage, but this will be a combat. We don't really need to do anything to prepare for that. Another full combat, I think I will use another dog treat, because they're helpful. Do we want to focus on the stress giver in the back? Probably. So we did not get a kill. They were able to stress wave. I think Barbaric Yop here at the beginning. You know what? We could hack this dude in the front. It should give us an opportunity. Whoa, that's a big crit. It should give us an opportunity to spread out some bleeds if we get the right hits here. The wrong people are resisting our bleeds. He has 60% bleed resistance, which is pretty high, but these guys only had 50. And he had 20. The fact that he didn't get bled is almost, like, unreasonable. Alright, since this she's the one who needs the heal, instead of healing with Divine Grace, I'm going to heal with Judgment. And we're going to kill this front unit. Doesn't leave a body behind, slides everything forward, which will be helpful for our Barbarian. Alright, we got a buff, making him a primary target to kill. We can Flashing Daggers, because it guarantees a kill on the back row before the bleed will take care of them. Allows our Barbarian to maybe focus on something else. We can, if it bleeds this unit, does more damage, and allows us to Hound's Rush and fail to apply a bleed again. Alright, well, if our Barbarian gets another turn, we should definitely cure its bleed. Toxin Trickery isn't going to help anyone else. It's a self-buff. So we will Adrenaline Rush to cleanse that bleed, get the health back. We'll make our attack. There we did get the bleed. So did he. He'll go for a stun. And now we're on round 4 of combat. Let's Toxin Trickery. Cures her, buffs her. And we have a round to deal. Let's, if it bleeds. Oh, you can't hit the front row with it if it bleeds. Alright, no problem. We'll Wicked Hack then. Alright, strong display. Scouting again. So, alright, we have two rooms we have to worry about, and the question will become, do we want to engage in these other combats in the hallways because of the loot that we will get from being in darkness. So, we do have a use for a shovel. This is why I bring extra shovels to the cove. Let's do a little bit of healing here. Just a little bit. We'll dive in and then we'll ask the question if it's worth using dog treats here. Probably is. Especially since he goes first. Let's Hound's Harry spread out those bleeds. Get a little bit of extra damage off the bat. Flashing Daggers. Puts them closer to death. It's not quite there. Not quite there. It looked like it put out the... looked like it adjusted the torch. Okay, so 4 damage, 5 damage. I think we go if it bleeds on the 3rd row, get rid of the stress dealer. Rend for the Old Gods is dodged. We will then Divine Comfort, give everybody a little bit of extra health. There's a Barnacle Barrier protecting the DPS there. It's actually not the unit I thought they'd try and protect. Spearfishing, will that pull our Vestal forward? No, it does not. So let's Throne Dagger into the back row. I think that's... I don't know, the dog... Yeah, we'll have... I think we Hound's Harry here again.
The ground quakes.
Yeah, there we go. So that was the right call. Picked up 2 kills with that. Unfortunately, we did not get a bleed on the Guardian, even though he's just slightly above bleed resistance on everyone else. He's just consistently avoiding the bleed from the Houndmaster. Alright, let's pick to the face. I don't think there's much we can do there. Maybe we give her a buff back so she can do a little bit more damage. We'll Hound's Bite. Resist the bleed again. We'll try for a stun. We got it. That'll help us out strongly.
The darkness holds dominion. Black
And we will once again try and kill this guy before... If this gets a bleed on him, we should have him dead. Resisted the bleed again, so we will Wicked Hack, which picked up the kill for us. More loots. We're doing alright. We are doing alright. Back down. There is a new combat. Are we going to run into another Shambler? We're going to try not to panic this time if we run into a Shambler. Alright, not a Shambler. Flashing Daggers.
A singular strike.
Very strong, but didn't pick up the kill, which is kind of crucial. Let's... 5... Probably won't... Oh, okay. That crit, which is fine.
From our lands.
I actually think we can kill everything now. Let's go for this guy. So that if he went ahead of our Vestal, he couldn't stun. And then our Vestal can use Judgment to finish... You know? Maybe our Vestal heals. And someone else picks up the kill at the beginning of the next round. Alright, good. I was a little bit worried that I was going to eat crow there when Okay, something's getting left behind.
Creatures can be felled. They can be
What
beaten.
can we do about that? You know, there's been no blight, so we're gonna toss the anti-venom. And we're gonna head east. Oh, which we already were. Oh, wait, no? Okay, here we are. I lost where we were on the map. Alright, we are coming south, and then we're going to go east from there. There is 3 more combats available to us.
Another mariner. Another
The
misfortune.
question will be if we want to engage in those or not. Another tough fight ahead of us. Do we want to go after that back row first? It's possible to pick up a kill. Didn't hit a strong hit. That's unfortunate. So the stress wave still comes out. Hits someone who's not very stressed out, which is good. Do we go for the double stun opening? The problem with a double stun opening is it really weakens her for later in the engagement. So I think if we Hounds Harry, we will not pick up a kill. Oh, bugger. Thought maybe we'd be in a good position. Alright, well, in that case, let's Judgment back there. Should have gone with the straight hit with our Houndmaster going after this guy. That did way more damage than I would have expected. Okay, Thrown Daggers does more damage against marked targets. Okay, that also did more damage than I expected, so that was a strong hit. We will try and get a bleed on this guy. Successful. I don't think we can count on a stun. Let's Divine Comfort. Only getting the 1 heal is a little unfortunate. A little bit bad luck. Our Hellion's gonna get beat here. We will use her Adrenaline Rush to cleanse her bleed, give herself a small heal, and then next turn she should be able to, if it bleeds, for value. And for now we can pick to the face, and probably a stun. We'll go for the stun here. And then if it bleeds for full... Oh, that's right, I've said this before. You can't if it bleeds the front row. So we'll just do a regular hit and he's dead. Good, good. Alright, we got another whole pile of loot here.
So clearly in view.
So we got plenty of food.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Do we want to make space for these journals to make it back to town? It seems like a good opportunity to do so. We also have a Hellstone, so that can just go in somebody's inventories. There we go. And that's that. Alright, let's continue adventuring. We have quite a bit left to do. We can open this treasure chest.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Alright, good. Okay,
Now
our
it must
gold
be
is
carried
full.
home.
What did our map tell us? That we could still have use for shovels. Shovels and keys are not completely out of bounds at the moment. Oh, I'd like to take these journal pages back, because, you know, it's just an opportunity for us. Let's abandon the bandages. We haven't made use of them yet. And let's go have some fighting. Do we want to do a little bit of healing on our Hellion, though? We'll buff her up just a little. There, she's full. And we get a combat against humans. Don't run into a ton of humans in this area. But they are going to brutalize us something fierce, I think, if we don't deal with them quickly. Perfect kill there. Good target. That, unfortunately, did less damage than I would have liked. A couple of blanket fires are not how I wanted to start my day.
How quickly the tide turns.
And let's... healing seems like a strong idea, but if we can... 1 damage for 2 rounds. I don't want these guys to get another hit. Alright, I'm not happy with that decision. But I think it puts him in a position to get dropped. He would have been dead either way. Yeah, he would. He had 12 hit points like this other one. Alright, so now this Brigand Freezer Lear is going to die when he takes his next action, so he's no longer a threat. We can focus on the Cutthroat. And the Cutthroat goes down, allowing us to do a little bit of healing. And at the start of this round, if anyone gets an action, they should do something that's healing related or buff related. We can lick wounds. And there, he bleeds to death. More gold, an onyx, which we don't have space for in our inventory. It's 500 gold. What do we toss? What do we toss to get 500 gold? Do we toss one of these journal pages? I'd like very much to take those with me. Here's where I'm gonna kick myself. That's gonna be the thing that bites me, is I'm gonna wind up needing a key. Oh, okay. She was still a kleptomaniac. Look at all that! You monster! I thought I fixed you! We have another combat in this hallway. What? Excuse me? Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Alright, our combat. We are looking like we're going to push up into danger territory here with stress. So we probably want to get the heck out of here quick. We have 2 stress givers in this combat. Yeah, okay, here we go. We're going to have resolve testing here. Almost certainly. Houndmaster. Houndmaster's tested. Vigorous. Good deal.
Adversity can foster hope and resilience.
But on the other hand, our Hellion is at death's door.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
They do have a chance to heal, though. So he can't, he's gonna give everyone a little bit of stress and a heal, which is good. Let's strike down this unit in the back. Let's miss pointlessly. I feel like we need to adrenaline rush. Take her off death's door. And Divine Grace. These are not big heals. This is actually still very bad. Flashing Daggers still. One dead, one nearly dead. If our dog can do some useful functionality here, we may be in fine shape. Resolve on Percy, our Vestal. She is hopeless. Did not get the buff. That is unfortunate.
No hope at all.
Accusation will drive up the stress on our Grave Robber. That gets us a guaranteed kill. Put some bleeds out there. There's another Seaward Slash. Oh, dodges it. Does not go back on Death's Door. Alright, so she's stressed out. She's going to give everybody more stress. She passed her turn, which is not really what I'm looking for here. I guess we will strike for a massive crit. That was good. That's the result of her using her buff last turn. And then we will Throne Dagger to finish this guy off. So, tons of loot.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Most of it won't be fitting in our packs, though. Alright. The question is, do we want to just get out of here? Getting out of here is probably the best choice. It's probably the best choice. If we ditch the shovel... Let's get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna cut our gains. We're up over 45 minutes anyway. We should give this a wrap. Alright, next. Alright, so we picked up a considerable amount of gold. We did get a lot of stress done. Looks like we picked up some diseases. We've got levels. And what we're going to want to do is throw people in...
The walls between the sane world and that
in stress relief.
Of delirium are tenuous.
Fitzroy, unfortunately, needs like all sorts of things done. Percy... Oh, what does Percy do for stress relief? Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? I hate this. I hate the Caretaker. I hate them with a passion. Alright, well, I guess Percy's not getting fixed this turn. That is incredibly frustrating. Always right where you least need them to be. I am going to treat the kleptomania right now. Like, that is definitely the most important thing to treat. Then... we can treat that. And this. Anyone else? Fitzroy's getting treated elsewise. Percy, do they need anything in particular outside of that? I mean, no. I mean, I could treat their enlightenment so that they can do other things next time. Alright, well, I think they'll do it for now. Let's check the stagecoach. We can acquire a new plague doctor. That's going to be helpful.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
Maybe another Hellion, too? We've got the room for it, so we might as well. So we're probably going to have to spend some time leveling people up. Some of that I may want to do off camera and just rush it up and then, you know, catch you up on the detail, the finer, the overall details. We're up 10,000 from where we started today, so that's good. We are going to wrap things up, though, because we're getting a little bit long. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you are enjoying the series, and we will recover from our disastrous failures. We are still making progress, and learning things, and excuse the hiccups there at the end. So, I will catch you tomorrow as we continue forward. Thank you once again for watching.